This is a daggone big one. Okay, it's December 26th. It's freaking hot today. Okay, it's 50 degrees in December, which is a little bit crazy. It was warm yesterday on Christmas Day. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, by the way. It was very warm on Christmas Day. Like the high was up around 65. Absolutely bonkers for this time of year. Kind of crazy. So with that warm front, warm weather, warming trend, I'm thinking the fish should be biting today. Today I'm going to be throwing a jerkbait. This is a Rapala jerkbait deep series. I think it's supposed to get down 6 to 8 to 10 foot maybe, but I've been watching on live scope. It really goes about 6 to 8 foot deep. Anyway, going to be throwing this jerkbait. Going to be throwing a crankbait, a rock crawler. I'll show you that later. I don't have it tied on, don't have it out. Going to start with this jerkbait. Also going to be flipping a jig a little bit. I think the fish are going to be moving up shallow. They're going to get on some of this shallow wood, shallow cover. Right now we're on a steep channel swing bank. We're just trying to get a clue as to what is going on the lake today. Come along with us. We're going to figure them out. We're going to catch them. Not sure how yet, but we're going to get it done. We always do. So follow along in this video. Thanks for tuning in. It'll be exciting. First fish of the day. Big ones. On the bigs. Just kidding. This one's the size of my jerkbait. Maybe smaller. May have just set a world record for the smallest fish ever caught on a jerkbait. Okay, look at this bass. Literally the size of my jerkbait. Okay, bass, jerkbait. Oh, I think the bass actually beats it by a half an inch. So, but hey, look, this little fish, he's a chunk. He's gonna be a good one when he gets bigger. But not what we're looking for. But that is our first bite of the day. Figuring a little something out. That was in a pocket where it transitioned from steep rock into some flat, and that fish was just sitting on some wood in this little pocket. So maybe they're on a little bit flatter stuff, not necessarily the steeper stuff. We're gonna keep fishing a little bit, try and get them figured out, get a couple more bites, and then run around and try and duplicate a pattern and catch a bunch of fish. That was off a piece of brush in 30 foot, but that's a little spot of bass. So I might fish a little bit more of this stuff, but not a lot. We're not trying to catch little spots. We want to catch big old blacks. We want to catch a big one today. So we're going to keep running, keep fishing some more stuff. Did get one in the live well. So that's good. Not what we're looking for. got this jig out. This is a daggone big one. Look at that. That's pretty freaking cool. Big old striper. Wow. He wasn't coming off. Big old striper. I'm gonna put that in my live well. I'm gonna eat it. I heard stripers are great eating, but I've never actually eaten one, so I'm keeping that sucker. Holy moly. It's a piece of my reel I lost the other day. Wow, that was exciting. So there's a striper boat that pulled up on me, ran me over to try and start striper fishing. And I just caught a mega striper, so yeah, they're coming back over here. I'm probably about to get out of this area. Seen a lot of fish, caught a striper, caught a spotted bass. But I'm probably about to roll out. Alright. What I've noticed now is I was in some shade. I caught striper, spotted bass, one little baby black bass. But I've come to a different little part of the lake, and the fish are not chasing over here. Like they're not chasing bait, they're not chasing my bait. So I'm gonna tie on a little crankbait, crawdad colored crankbait. And I'm gonna fish some of this wood in this pocket, fish up this bank, a little bit of wood. And then I'm just gonna keep running down the river, see what I can find. So 1 second, y'all stay with me. I'm gonna see if I can't catch some good fish. A wintertime crank. There's one. Well, that did not take long with the crankbait. It's a little black, but that's a sign right there of things to come. So we've got a little point here going into a pocket. I just caught him about 10-15 feet off the bank. This is a flatter bank, just like where I caught that other black back in there. That was a flatter bank as well. Well, just caught another small one. That one, honestly, he was just suspended floating out there. There were about 10 of them out there. He came up and ate it. So, I haven't caught any good fish to really figure out any kind of a pattern, but I've caught a lot of fish doing a lot of different things. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go, there's actually a little bit of brush on the end of this dock. I'm going to fish that brush, see if I can't get bit off that brush. It's a little bit deeper, it's about 20 foot of water. See if I can't catch a good one off that brush. If I do, then I'll just try and find more brush, 20 foot of water, try to catch more big ones. But so far it's been a good day. Caught some mega stripers, several bass, no big bass. We're gonna keep fishing, trying to figure them out. Alright, new spot, new area, same story here. Still catching dinks. Saw a ton of fish right there. But saw a ton of fish right there. But the only one that hit was this little guy. And still, I mean, fat, filled out, chunky fish. You just need to find his grandma. Well, change profiles because it's tough. Conditions are tough. It's just sunny, slick, calm. Change profiles, same thing. Catching little dinks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up shallow. I'm going to fish wood, brush, lay downs, whatever I can find shallow. Hoping to get a bigger bite. Maybe a reaction bite out of some of these better fish that maybe just slide up shallow on warm days in the wintertime. Okay, we got up shallow. That's our first fish we've caught up shallow, and that is an improvement. Things are trending in the right direction. There we go. There we go. First fish that's really decent at all. That's probably just a keeper, pound-and-a-half keeper. But we're on a shallow flat and just found a little piece of brush, threw the jerk bait at it 3 or 4 times, and they never reacted. So I just flipped this little creature hog, max scent creature hog, really subtle, absolutely no action on this bait, and finally got one to commit. So I'm going to keep going with this. Maybe this no action, just very subtle bait is the key today with the slick calm conditions. Might be on to something. There's one cranking. A little guy. Getting quite a few bites up shallow. Just a little fish, but still catching them. Do what? I'm just tossing a little creature bait at some brush. I couldn't get him to eat anything moving right now. Okay, so I've been fishing up shallow. I've caught a lot of fish. I caught one great big one. There was a boat right next to me when I did that. So I kind of tried to keep it low profile, but they ended up seeing me catch a bunch of fish. That boat that was there probably caught 10 or 12 fish right in front of them, which is fine. I mean, they might go fish that spot, but they probably... I'm just going to tell myself they won't catch as many fish as I did there, and they're just not as good as me. That's just what I'm going to say. That's what we're sticking with. But the bait that ended up changing the day was this guy right here. It's a little creature hog, Berkeley Max Sync creature hog, and it's just very subtle, absolutely no movement. These appendages do not kick. They're just kind of fixed in place. So in the water, this guy literally just sinks very still, very slow, and in the wintertime, that's a big deal. Also, the fish were way shallower than I ever dreamed that they would be in the wintertime. It is warm. It's been warm the last couple days, but I'm catching fish out of less than 5 foot of water on a clear lake. Like, there's probably 2 foot of visibility here today, and I'm catching them out of 5 foot, which is, in my mind, incredibly shallow for this time of year. So next time you're out in the water, just remember, anything can happen. Anything's possible. Fish do crazy things, and never think that you're fishing too shallow in the wintertime on a warm day. So hope this helps. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Like and subscribe so you can see the next one. Thanks for watching this one.